There's a little heart etched on the back. I really do need to have a word with that girl, don't I? This is why I never became a father. Don't know a great deal about this fella. Maybe we'll get lucky and it's just some addle-brained painter's imagination. Nasty piece of work, so I hear. A despoiler of villages, a collector of skulls, and a slayer of kin. A void. We've quite enough problems around here without demon fire, thank you very much. I've a good mind to set this to a flame now I think on it. There are tales of a demon trickster who steals faces to hide his own. He can look like anyone. Might even be in this room right now. Hang on a minute. So legend goes, this one's blind to the present, but sees the past and future clear as mint on mutton. Let's hope we never find him around here. All those blades rushing towards you? Oh, not for me, thank you. A problem for someone else, while old Franz Loner oversees the matter. If that's the messenger, I can live without finding out what the message is. I keep hearing how beautiful these demonettes are, but I don't see it. Must creep over you when they get close, so I'm happier with them a long way off. Necromancers ain't that different from nobles. Both want to keep you working long after your parts and pieces are all worn out. Look at the size of that bug. Larger than the flies buzzing around Bardin's secret stash, and those nearly had me eye out. You remember that business beneath the hospice? Well, what you stopped looked too much like that for my beauty sleep. I had a paymaster looked a bit like that. Well, not the candles, that's a bit much. The leer, though, identical. Nasty one, this. Krell you'll have heard of, but it's the tower behind him that bothers me. Nagashizar, it's named in legend, when folk dare speak of it at all. Demons are bad enough, but demons with siege weapons? Oh, I can do without that, thank you very much. I like a good, loyal hound. That creature has the look of being maybe one of those three at best. Never cross paths with a bloodthirster. Never want to. If you've any sense, you'll pray one never crosses your path. I've heard of Marius. His family said he went on a long walk through his dreams, saw all kinds of ghastly things. Locked him up, and with good reason. This one pops up now and again. Finds a mortal hero, chops them to fish bait, and makes off with their skull as a trophy. Oh, you couldn't make it up. Never been exactly sure how one crushes blood, if I'm honest. But I suppose anything goes flatter if you stomp it hard enough. Knightly honour's one thing, but a bellowing brass demon steed's always going to tip the balance in favour of the other fella. I hear those sword masters are so fast they can cut arrows out of the air. They're gonna need every bit of that speed. Don't often see Cornate and Slaneshi demons working together. Won't last, but it'll end worse for someone else first. Now, this one reminds me of someone. I wonder who. There's something written on the back. And at the appointed time, we shall rise from our secret places and throw down the towns and cities of the Empire. Oof, that's unsettling. Ain't a forest in the Empire not chock full of beastmen. There's always more of them than you think. You've got to admire the front of this one. Lacking any real horns of his own, he bashed out the brains of his herd's leaders and took theirs for his own. It's cheating, but it's creative cheating. By and large, the more armor a beastman wears, the higher it is up the pecking order. Strength takes all in the Bray herds. Loot's just a part of it. Worst thing about the beastmen is they don't really have a goal beyond mindless destruction. They yearn for the time before civilization, apparently. Mind you, we've all had days like that. Now, this is more like it. Moody, ominous, austere. That said, I think it could use a little cat down in the corner, don't you? Them Bretonnians love a good duel. Can't help themselves. Mind you, they're not very bright, most of them. That's probably why. See how that poor old flower's withering in her hand? Best to keep her a long way from touchy-feely distance, if you take my meaning. See, there's nothing shameful about getting your lance snapped, so long as you left the pointy end in something horrific. That girl's getting better at light and shadow, don't you think? At least it's not another one of Victor. Oh, we've seen a few places like this, haven't we? I much prefer them in oils and canvas than in timber and bone. Old Albrecht Durnest painted this one. Saw a lot of ridicule for it too, because, as we all know, Skaven don't exist, do they? Given who's standing front and centre, I reckon Katrine's having a bit of a laugh with the title. What do you reckon? Could be that hole Alicia dug you all out of. Bit of artistic license involved, but I like it. Hard to be sure what Katrine's based this on. You lot do spend a lot of time wandering around underground. Folk think Pegasi are cute, but there's nothing cute about a bloody great horse with two bloody great wings. Roast up something proper, though. Ask Bardin. I don't remember you mentioning anything like this in Helmgard. We might want to watch Katrine. I'd hate for her to end up on a witch's pyre. I don't much care for this painting. Has a whiff of corruption about it. Still, that's what you get for daubing demons. Something unpleasant creeps into the paint. You know the thing I like best about this? That those murdering buggers are very small, or at least a very long way away. I feel a shudder every time I look at this one. It's not the cold. It's not the horde of merciless Northlanders making landfall. But those skies, they ain't natural. Nothing like a procession by the adepts of Moor to send a shiver down your spine. There's a reason they all wear hoods, you know. I keep telling her that you were all there, but no. Victor Saltspire, alone against the world. Still, can't fault the likeness. Now, this is a cheerier one. Sigmar's Temple, shining in the sun. The dawn always comes if we make it through the night. On the right, Countess Gertrude of Middenheim. Don't know the other chap. Mustachioed noblemen aren't exactly in short supply around here. Tolerance? What does this have to do with tolerance? I might just need to have a word with that girl. I think she might be getting cynical. You know how you can tell this was painted from real life? The elves showing off. Still, rather him than you and me, eh? Artistic license being taken again here? Or is it a metaphor for Gulmagak's influence over that Helmgart mess? Why she can't just paint things as they are, I don't know. You should have heard the tale Katrine told me about this place. Something about tentacles. Seems you were lucky not to run into worse than Ratmen and Northlanders. I asked Katrine about this one. It'll be our turn next. That's what she said. I'm starting to worry about her. Ugly devil, ain't he? Could have sworn I knew his name. Begins with a G. Why can't I remember names beginning with G? Too many ales, I suppose. Calls himself a knight for one mouldy old beast, man. Wait till they get a load of our Kruber, eh? I swear that thing gets larger every time I cast an eye on it. Still, where there's light, there's hope. I like this one, despite the subject matter. Those eyes, that eye, rather, really follows you around the room. Look at 'em, the flower of Bretonian chivalry. Until someone brings a shield wall, of course. Goes a bit iffy then.